When are you leaving, Dad? He didn't look at me when he said it, just stared at the thermostat on the wall like it personally offended him. I mean, we're kind of full this year. Emma's parents are coming. The kids won't have space. I stared at the dining table, 12 chairs, the same one I bought for him and his wife when they moved into this house. My house once paid for the down payment, installed the chandelier myself. I looked back at him. He wouldn't meet my eyes. I nodded once. No anger, no tears, just a simple truth. I'll go. The drive home was quiet. No music, just the hum of the tires and the soft buzz of thoughts rearranging themselves. He didn't even have the decency to lie properly. No room. I changed his diapers in the back seat of my old Corolla. He once fell asleep in my arms with a fever of one. I didn't sleep that night. Just sat beside him watching his chest rise and fall like it held the world. And now I was an inconvenient, a scheduling conflict. The next morning I had breakfast alone. No grandkids running up the driveway. No wrapping paper, no cinnamon in the air, just silence. Then I opened my phone. 18 missed calls, all from him. Let me rewind. 2 years ago, his business hit a wall. Loans, lawsuits, unpaid taxes. He called me in tears, said the bank was about to seize everything. I didn't hesitate. I lent my son $280,000, half my retirement savings and the proceeds from 2 properties without a contract. Family doesn't need paper, I told him, smiling, as he cried and hugged me like a boy. I should have known better. The changes were gradual at first. His calls became less frequent, and holidays felt strained. He started correcting me in front of his children, even on simple things like holding a baby or boiling pasta. Then, last summer, I overheard his wife whisper through the kitchen wall, "He needs boundaries. He thinks this is still his house." That's when I decided to act. For 6 months, I meticulously prepared, gathering every text, email, and bank transaction related to the loan. I also had the transfer legally recorded with timestamps and witnesses through an old law firm, all done quietly. I once referred dozens of clients to, had the house's title searched, they'd refinanced, used my gift as collateral idiots the day after I left their house. I contacted their lender, sent in my documentation, filed an official lien. Then came the real move. I sold my cabin in Vermont, hired a private equity scout to discreetly buy their mortgage from the bank. It took 45 days, but money talks. And now I own their debt. On Christmas morning, while they laughed around the table, I signed a foreclosure notice. Merry Christmas, son. When he finally showed up at my door, his eyes, wild, shirt untucked. I was already sipping tea on the porch. "You can't do this." His voice cracked. I tilted my head. "I already did. This is my home. My kids." I cut him off with a look. "Where was that concern when you told me there was no room?" He fell quiet. Then anger took over. "You said family doesn't need paper. I also said, family doesn't forget." I said, rising, "But you did." They begged, offered to repay the loan, but I wasn't interested in the money. He had not only failed to repay a financial debt, but he had also squandered my respect. 2 months later, they moved out. I didn't keep the house. Instead, I leased it to a lovely out-of-state couple. I used the income to replenish my savings and bought a quiet coastal retreat. Sometimes I come across their photos online. Their new apartment appears smaller, lacking a yard. They still smile, but a certain hollowness now permeates their expression. Every Christmas since, I receive a single card in the mail, devoid of a return address, bearing only a child's drawing and the word, "Sorry." I frame each one and hang them by the fireplace. Forgiveness must be earned, and my son is still learning the true meaning of family. He thought Christmas was about tables and chairs. He forgot the man who built the house around it, and when he asked me to leave, he didn't realize he was the one being written out.